With the devastating floods that swept across West Virginia, Voluntary Organizations Active in Disaster, better known as VOAD, have stepped up to provide help. They have more than 30 members involved in all phases of disaster recovery. From the initial response and relief phase through recovery, VOAD works with emergency managers in every county. Newswatch reporter Jillian Risberg has the details.
In the current disaster, we're working with 14 counties, 4 of which have received federal declarations of emergency. And that's very important. And we're deeply appreciative of the work that the governor and our congressional delegation have done in securing that declaration. It'll make a big difference for the families that get individual assistance.
Governor Morrissey continues to pursue declarations of disaster relief for other West Virginia counties. VOAD looks at the need and what must be sent where, connecting with their partner organizations to provide those supplies or services.
Distribution's a funny thing. We can have a lot of supplies in one location, but that doesn't necessarily mean that it's gotten to all of the locations in the counties. And so we work together with our partners to not only go to, as an example, the Armory in Welch or the Field House in Williamson, but other locations as well.
According to West Virginia VOAD Chairman of the Board, David Lumsden, there's a portion of scripture that says, to those who've been given much, much is expected. He says he lives that creed.
All of our members have that same outlook, whether it's a matter of faith or just as a matter of duty and service to our community and to our state. We're called to go ahead and make a difference, to try and reach out and help folks. And that help changes shape as the disaster unfolds.
We're hitting a milestone moving into recovery, Lumsden says, with many VOAD partner groups in the affected areas doing muckouts on the flooded and muddied homes. VOAD helps provide supplies for those operations.
In an attempt to go ahead and get out and see all of the flood damaged areas, to meet with the emergency managers and county commissioners. I personally have carried as many flood buckets as my truck will carry. And in the process have met some wonderful people locally doing terrific work.
It's hard to have hope when you're looking at the damage to your home or business, but knowing that you're not alone and have community support is so important. You've also got support from outside as VOAD fosters and restores hope in communities.
Fortunately, with West Virginia, there's too many opportunities. Whether you've suffered a disaster or a family member has suffered a disaster, so you have only to put yourself in their shoes and understand the need for empathy.
Jillian Risberg reporting for Newswatch.